Hi there, Henry. So we've got these new essays from you. Let's take a look and see what you have written for us. Okay, English Homestay is the first letter. Dear Mr. Morrison, hello, my name's Dong Kyun Woo, and I'm writing to inform you of my upcoming visit to your house for the English and Homestay course. Before my arrival, which is on the 15th of August, I'll be landing at the airport at roughly 12:15, just in time for lunch. I was hoping you could clear some of my questions regarding the country. All right, here's the thing. You don't know Mr. Morrison, okay? You've never met him before. So what I would prefer to see here is that this were a formal letter. You know his name, and that's fine, but I still think it should be formal because he's not a friend. He's not someone you know personally, so it's typically safe in terms of IELTS letterland to consider that this is a formal letter. What that means is that some of the language has to be a little different. So, rather than hello, my name's Don Kyun Woo, you could have said, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Don Kyun Woo, and I will be visiting your home for the English and Homestay course. Okay, you could have done it like that. Okay, so before my arrival, which is on the 15th of August, I was hoping you could clear, without this if, you could clear, or you could answer some of my questions regarding the country. Now this, I would not have put it in a parenthesis. I would have put it someplace else a little later on in the essay. So then, another thing we do in these essays is we don't use contractions, so we write the full words out. I am an avid cyclist, so I will be bringing my bicycle with me. I am curious to know of any cycling marathons, plural, happening during my stay in England. And then this does not need a question mark. It just needs a full stop. It's an indirect question, okay? So no question mark here. If so, if not so, but it doesn't fit now that we've changed it. So if possible, that works. If possible, could you tell me the name of any such event? Okay? Also, I heard that international students have been targeted by muggers recently, and I would like to know of any areas I should steer clear of. I'm especially worried about safety, as I know how the World Cup has stirred up many fanatics. Okay, fine. Anyhow, I would greatly appreciate it if you could fill me in on my questions, and I wish for your safety. Okay, fine. It's a little short. Let me see. Are there any areas you missed? Okay, you didn't write any. So I would have taken this part here. So what are the questions you asked? You asked about your bicycle, the marathon, and any areas that you should steer clear of. Okay, so that part's fine. I would have taken this this piece about your arrival. I would have put it at the end of the letter. I think it has a better, I think it fits better towards the end. You can just say that you plan on taking a taxi or you plan on taking mass transit to the person's house. I can't remember if you're supposed to ask about directions or how to get to the home. If you are, then you didn't write that, okay? But just you really have to make sure that you answer all the bullets in the task, okay? Make sure you address all of them appropriately. From what I can tell here, you did most of it, if not all of it. So let's go to your essay. Okay, international marketing, let's see. The globalization of advertisements and its effects on society has been in the spotlight of many debates. This essay will present arguments for and against global marketing and will conclude with my opinion. All right, well, here's what I want you to do. Because it says clearly, discuss both views and give your opinion. Give your opinion in the introduction, okay? There is absolutely no reason to leave it to the end, especially when it asks for it so specifically in the task. Just say it in your introduction, okay? Give the reader something like a roadmap to know where you're going with your essay. Okay, so I don't know if I care for this expression here, the globalization of advertisements. It's not exactly what global marketing is or international marketing. So this is not really the best expression to use here. Let's move on. The pervasiveness of foreign advertisements has been observed to devour many aspects of a nation. To begin with, the aggressive nature of informationals means that many local businesses risk marginalization. This can mean the death of locally unique products and trinkets, which are replaced with bland items home to no particular culture. Isolated societies that boast of one-of-a-kind cultural practices and forms of life can feel threatened by the spread of these unwanted, often detrimental products and ideas. Okay, it's a little general and it's not supported. I mean, there's one piece of support here where you kind of explain it, where you say this can mean, etc., etc. But I would like you to make all of this a little more tangible. It's all a little too abstract for IELTS land, okay? One of the things that I want you to remember is that with international marketing, things are kind of targeted to a nation and its particular idiosyncrasies. So, for example, here, you said the aggressive nature of informationals. I don't really care for this word. I don't know what you mean by it. It's not really clear. Okay, when you say risk marginalization, it's the kind of expression that I think needs description. It means it needs explanation. It needs an example. It needs something. Even this sentence, yeah, it is kind of a support, but I still feel like you've left this whole idea just kind of on its own to support itself. Okay? And then even this one, isolated societies that boast of one-of-a-kind cultural practices and forms of life can feel threatened. Explain it. Give me an example. Who are you referring to? What are these one-of-a-kind trinkets and things that you're referring to? So make it more tangible for the reader, okay? Nonetheless, there are those who dismiss the disruptive attributes of international marketing. There are those who dismiss. Okay. Pointing out that the rewards greatly outweigh the risks. They argue of the opportunities to spread cultural awareness through marketing. Advertisements are, okay, how? Advertisements are an expensive and entertaining form of presenting foreign tongues and lifestyles. In addition to its richness in information, commercials spark a movement for innovation. Locals are showered with products and services which can be recreated and improved. This contributes to an exponential growth in new upgraded ways of life. Okay, yeah. This is better. I still think you could have just expanded out. You could have stretched out all of your arguments a little more. You could have expanded on them, is what I'm trying to say. Like this. Locals are showered with products and services which can be recreated and improved. Give me an example, okay? Like, for example, for instance, after Sony phones or after Apple iPhones have been promoted in India, local companies have taken the technology and tried to develop it and improve upon it for the Indian market. Then you can say, this contributes to an exponential growth in new and upgraded ways of life. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's just making that extra step to really give the reader a clear understanding through tangible arguments of what you're trying to say. Okay, so beyond the argument that foreign advertisements contribute to the sharing of knowledge, it cannot be questioned that they are also here to stay. This is why you can't start a question like, you can't start a sentence like this. This is why I believe that global marketing should be regulated and contained as to not affect preserved traditions in a negative way. Foreign products should not oust local items, rather they should coexist harmoniously. So now I'm confused. What are you in favor of? Okay? I'm not clear. You're supposed to take a stance. You're supposed to take an opinion. You're supposed to state an opinion. So on the one hand, you're telling me they're here to stay, they contribute, but they should not affect local traditions. So are you in favor of them or are you not in favor of them? Or are you kind of half and half? Okay. Just make sure that whatever your opinion it is clear. And when they ask you for opinion, please do make sure that you put it in the introduction as well. This gives your reader kind of like a roadmap and helps your reader know what to expect throughout the rest of your essay. So there are some good elements here, but I really think you needed to develop your answer a little more fully. So for me, the biggest issue is task response. What you need to do now is decide how you want to continue in the future. We would really love to help you continue to improve for your IELTS. You can, of course, do that through continued essay corrections like this one, or you can opt to participate in one of the courses here. Whatever you do, I really do hope that you will continue to seek some sort of feedback for your writing, since it's really the best way to improve by hearing the strengths and the weaknesses of your writing. So I wish you the best of luck in everything. I hope I get to see more of your essays. So lots and lots of luck to you.